Oh, it's 3 o'clock and I'm actually live on Facebook. Oh my God, this makes me so happy. So I'm going to hit record on my side and we are ready to go. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds because I don't think everyone really knows how or what it feels like to start on time because I've not really started one of these on time for a few days, for ever actually. So it's been a bit of a situation. So for those people that are actually tuning in live right now, hello and welcome. I will actually see your comments in just a moment. I'm actually loading up the screen so I have it ready to go. Um, but yeah, today we're going to have a lot of fun because today we're actually going to be discussing social media copy, specifically how to actually write copy that sells on social media platforms. And this is a question I do get quite a lot. It's something that does come up. I'm going to quickly mute myself. Ha! Yes, I knew Bogdan would actually go in and be like, yeah, you did it right on time. I did. My face is right on time today. Anyway, so please go ahead and comment in the section that is the comment section. And of course, I will respond on video because that's what I do. That said, let's get rock and roll and see. Mark is here, my former junior writer. He's here, and well, he's technically still my junior writer. So still, okay. So today we're going to be covering social media posting. Now, for those people that have known me for a long time, know like a billion things about me. But one of the things they definitely do know is I am terrible at posting on social media at times, or at least I used to be. And what really changed it for me was the fact that I kind of it was quarantine. Quarantine of all things changed my ability to post on social media because I got it out of my own head and I just started posting and talking about shit that was interesting, and also mildly entertaining, which is how we got the Think Like a Copywriter web series. So Heidi ho, and that's great thing. Great things happen. Anyway, so with social media, Mark has actually released a course and training on this, which I recommend heavily because it's brilliant. I will not be teaching a lot of the stuff that's in there or any of the stuff consciously at least. I will be sharing with you how we do this with my clients because we've actually helped some of my clients use social media to actually leverage the crap out of their personality in order to actually go ahead and make a crap load of money. So let's look at the ideas. I think I posted something on, yeah, there we go. How to use copy for social media, ideas on sharing content, and rules and more. Because there are rules. There are always rules. Rules make people unhappy, but let's be honest, they're there for a reason to protect and serve, which is brilliant. Hey, Ian, good to have you on here. See you in just under an hour. Okay, so let's rock and roll right into this. So when you're coming up with your content and your ideas of what you're doing, you really need to start to understand the fact that you have an end goal for the campaign because um, every single one of your social media posts has to have like a reason. So for instance, Ryan Stewman taught me this through his Facebook post. It was brilliant. And that was how often to post based on how many friends you have. Now, me, I've topped out at over 5,000, topped out 5,000 friends. I have over 800 requests and I have a fairly decent following, which is lovely. And I love every single one of you. And I'm here to help you in the best way I can. But because I can't connect with every single person all the time because the algorithm, I need to post up to 5 times a day. Now, granted, I'm only posting 2 or 3 times a day, but when I started posting at 5 times a day, I did see a dramatic increase in engagement and, of course, turnover, conversions, and everything else in between. So, how you do this for you is quite simple. Figure out how many social media fans you have, followers you have. So let's just assume you're at the 5,000 mark as well. If you're not superb, the more you do, the more you'll show up anyway. So just good. It's good to get into the habit. If you're like me and you don't like getting into the habit of delivering content all the time, get into the habit of delivering content at certain days and times. When you do. So, for instance, I do this show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, roughly around 3 p.m. I say roughly because, as Bogdan knows, I usually don't get onto the show until now or 5 minutes from now because, well, Zoom has hated me and we all have the joke of what happened on Friday in our private mastermind call, which is always fun. Anyway, so when you're creating content, you want to basically put it out there in a way that has purpose. So for instance, if your social media posts are about, say, the Think Like a Copywriter challenge, like they are this challenge, I'm going to switch on the light. Because they're part of this challenge, what I would do is I could easily go and say, okay, what's the end result? The end result is I want people to buy my course. I want it to be super successful. It's fairly successful in the way it is. I'm quite happy considering how little promotion I've done. It's fairly successful. Now, How do I set this thing on fire and make it run? Okay, well, I need to look at case studies. I need to find out what things do my audience that are reading this have to believe in order for me to actually get them on board. So I have to show them case studies. I have to show them people have done this. I have to show them my client stuff. I have to show who I am. I have to go through all my back history of the fact that I've done this since I was like 12 years old. I've done this for 18 years. I have over $700 million in sales that I can actually point to my clients have made from my work. All this stacked evidence of who I am. I need to share all of that and more in order to actually start building it up. So for you, when you're creating this content, you want to look at the wins that you have and start sharing the stories that relate to your customers and clients. Like for instance, it would make no sense for me to start talking about sales letters, direct mail pieces, if what I am actually teaching is about emails. It makes so little sense. So you need to pick what your content is going to be around for. And the way that you can do this is you can pick it out by month. So you have 12 months, you have 12 themes. And for those 12 themes, you basically go ahead and just do nothing but that theme for that month, which is a lot of posts. You can break it down to weeks because it's about 35 posts a week that you're doing if you're doing 5 a day. So you basically have this challenge set out for you, not my challenge, but we have this challenge of like posting a crap load of content, which basically goes ahead and gets people on board. It just gets people to actually like follow you because now they want to know the next thing. And here's the cool thing that I picked up from emails years ago, and this is something we'll pick up inside the challenge for emails 3 and 4, which are later this week. I think Friday and or Monday. Will we continue emails 3 and 4? Specifically, emails 3 and 4 pertain towards having. I've got an itchy arm, by the way. They pertain towards having content you can actually spread out over 2 days and end with a pitch. Now, if you do this on social media, you can even niche it down even further to get 5 pieces of content in one day. So the way you can start off with this is like start with a challenge in the morning. So something in the morning being like 9 a.m. and you're like, all right, 9 a.m. by the end of this evening, I'm going to do Y or X. And then what I want you to do is do check-ins throughout the day and tell people how your thing is going. Then at the end of the day, report back whether or not you achieved X or if you were close by and what happened. And then review it, because when you do shit like that, where you review what you've done, your progress and everything else in between, people become enamored on your journey. That whole saying of like, take photos of the journey, show people the journey you're on. Well, this is the best way you can share your journey. You can write it out. You can do a video. I don't know if you can do audio on Facebook, though, to be fair. I've seen some people do it, and I usually think it's a gag, but I could be wrong. But essentially what you're doing is you're getting people to follow your journey, follow your story and what you're doing. And when you do this, it ultimately creates a bond. When you have that bond, people want to spend money with you, and that's how they buy. Now, ideas for that's an idea for like some stuff that you can start off with. How do you take it up to the next level if you're not learning a new thing, or if you don't have something that you really want to achieve? Well, it's bullshit about the second part, because there is something you do want to achieve. But if there's something that you're trying to pick up and you're not sure how to get to, like how do I actually do video editing? Like something I want to pick up over time is video editing. I'm terrible at it. So how do I do it? Well, on a day I can say, okay, it's Monday the 4th. May the 4th be with you. I can't believe I didn't start the podcast, the show off like that, but may the 4th be with you, my fellow nerds and Star Wars fans. You know what we did. Anyway, I want you to basically go ahead and imagine that that was what I was opening up to was, what was my point? Yeah, so let's say it was a challenge that you're doing. So like you're creating something at the end of the day, like video editing is the thing I want to do. So what I do with my video editing is quite simple, is I start creating a challenge where I say, okay, by the end of today, I'm going to edit this 30-second clip. Or by the end of today, I will at least understand stuff. And throughout the day, I'll like stop and check and be like, oh my God, who knew white balance is so important? Or like, I finally ordered the right amount of lighting for my room. I can't believe I've been shooting this entire dark place this entire time, or whatever it is. By the way, I have a big black backdrop now. I haven't put it up just simply because I need to get a stand for it. But once I've got a stand, you'll see a black backdrop behind me. It looks sexy as fuck. I mean, I'll put it on this side so like you don't miss out my books, because I know you like the books. But anyway, kind of getting off topic here. What you end up doing is you end up creating a lot of content around the idea of what you're trying to share. So for instance, at the end of the day, if what you're trying to do is actually sell at the end of that end of month one in the 12-month themes, it's email marketing is what I was doing. That entire month, I just like mostly speak about emails, my clients' case studies with emails, why emails are amazing, and what you can do to actually improve your email retention rate and conversion rate. And then throughout that time, I'd say, by the way, I teach all of this and more in my training. Go check it out. And then what I would do is over the next couple of months is I would basically keep pre-selling the idea of either that course or pre-sell the idea of buying something else from me. So you're always pre-selling with each one of your posts. And it sounds really stupid because the authenticity thing really does kick in, but you want to like limit the painful authentic posts as much as possible. And the reason I say this is because I lived there. I lived there, it sucked. And one of the best things I did was figure out exactly how to take my head is falling apart to I need to focus this shit somewhere. Think Sherlock Holmes when he doesn't have a case and he's like trying to get high as fuck. That's essentially what my brain can be when I'm not doing stuff. So that's why I got to keep creating stuff. Anyway, that's me. You need to find your own medium, what you actually work with. The other thing I want to look at rules is specifically what's being posted and how it's being said. Because if you post the wrong thing and it's got the wrong kind of like information there for people, people will back away. So you want to make sure that what you're posting is legitimately on board with what they wanted. It is exactly what they've requested, but most specifically and most importantly, it doesn't have any of the words like money making in it or profit. Like just look at the words like the naughty words like diet, or anything like that, because when you have those words, you will be actually pissing off Facebook, and you don't want to piss off Facebook because Facebook is evil at times. They can be a real dick. I say this as someone that's doing this on Facebook. But anyway, they can be a little bit dickish. So you want to minimize as much reason as possible that they would be looking at you to be dickish towards you. And the way that you do that is by not mentioning certain phrases that actually you can easily find out by, how do I put this? You can easily find most of these phrases online and you can cringe at them. And then you'll realize those are the ones not to use. So that'd be quite important to look at. One of the other aspects when it comes down to social media is very similar like email marketing, by the way. If you know exactly the type of posts you want to do, you can actually turn them into emails. But what I would suggest that you do, and this is something that is a bit of a lazy thing that I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs do, is they create a single Facebook post or 5, and then they basically turn that same post into an email without changing a thing. It's the dumbest thing you can do. You want to make sure there's a little bit of difference in between. It's how you actually make it profitable and fun. But anyway, that being said, what I will say is that if you actually really look at it with writing for social media, the key big thing that you got to look at is consistency. If you have consistency in what you're posting, even if it's once a day at the same time, you'll start seeing results and people coming in because Facebook likes consistency. It's a program. And then once you have that, you can actually branch out. Now you might be thinking, Adil, what about like the 20 social media channels? Start with one and then build. The way that I did it was I started with Facebook, then I went to Instagram, and now I've got IG, and then we've got YouTube. And YouTube, that is launching once I do the goddamn video editing, because I can't remember how to do the video editing. So I need to do that, which is lovely, and get some thumbnails made. So while that's taking a little bit longer, everything else is kind of just working towards itself and working towards that end goal. So start with one, build on it, get consistent, and then keep building. When it becomes habitual that you always have to do these, it becomes very easy for you to actually build out your business in different ways and bring in traffic and customers and clients and all the other fun stuff. Now, if you want to maximize those customers and clients that come to your website and actually opt into your mailing list, I suggest that you check out thinklikeacopywriter.com/the-challenge. So the-challenge link is down below. That right there is always going to be running forever, by the way. The only difference is the back end. Upsells are going to go up in price. Mainly the main last upsell, which is $97 right now, but it's going to go up to $497. Probably going to do it as an OTO, is like $297 once it's actually created and released, and then sell it for $497 when it's public, because why the fuck not? But the challenge itself, the only difference that you have, why would I get it now and not down a month down the line, is because right now you get me teaching it. A month down the line, you're on your own, buddy. I'm literally giving you like a course with Q&As to answer all your questions, so you can do this in your own time. Having me on board means you can ask me shit and I'll actually answer it for you. It's a whole no-brainer right there. It's $97. Click the order button below. Get the bump offer where I teach you how to write emails quickly. And as everything, for the people who will ask this, everything will be available on the membership site once that's built at the end of this month. On the 20th of May, you'll have access to the membership site that should have everything in there. That's what I'm saying. That being said, peace out. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. If you're a member of the challenge already, I will see you in exactly 45 minutes. Zoom, you'll get your Zoom link. We'll hop on and then do a recording, which would be brilliant. And of course, I will please go check out the course materials I've actually uploaded for you because they're absolutely brilliant. Take care. Speak soon. Have an amazing day and an amazing Monday. I will see you Wednesday. If you have questions, comment below. Tag me. Love that shit. All right. See you guys later. Bye.